Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so today I want to go through a speed run of my build that I use for a speed run for Royal Gardens Massacre Survival Hardcore, of course. This is for endgame players. Of course, if you're gonna farm gears, you want that 400 plus upgrades on your gear. You're gonna want to go to a Act 3 map. You could do Summit or Glitter Helm. Those have the potential to drop even higher loot than Royal Gardens. But to be honest, from now here, I just want to like chillax farm and have some speed runs and all, because it takes about like 30 minutes for me to run a single summit run. And with this build on Royal Garden, I can get it like to 12 minutes or even 11 minutes if I pay a little bit more attention. So for that, I'm gonna play on a tower boost monk with the striking gemstone that boosts the range of your towers. So yeah, and for the builders, it's just going to be the standard builders. You do need a pretty high stats for this. Like I said, this is for endgame players. I do not recommend this build if you're just breaking through in Survival Massacre. So let's do it. Royal Gardens with 23. Let's go. So we're going to start off by building all the Apprentice stuff. So you're going to want to place the first DST here like this, angle it to the center like this, another DST right beside it just like this. Then we're going to build 4 more. Just place them before and then rotate them like this, because if you try to rotate them first, it's not going to let you build it. So you got to have like a straight direction and then you turn it just like that. Come on. Like this. And another one like this. Alright, we're gonna build 2 more DSTs pointing to this side. And one like this. Then we're gonna build 2 fire towers pointing to the south. Come on. Just like that. You can angle them a bit like this. I forgot for that tower. So it's gonna get like ogres if they decide to go to the side, because it sometimes happens. If the copter ogre drops there, they're gonna walk through and hit the wall here. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna switch to my Waller Eevee. So we're gonna go with the reflect beams. I go with the 2D reflect beam here. Come on, 2D. There we go. A 1D reflect beam here, another 2D reflect beam here, we got it, and the last reflect beam here, and I forgot to put the buff beam, of course. Right, like this. It's gonna be a 6D buff beam. Right, like this. You can make sure to see if all towers are buffed, but like I ran this build a lot of times, so I know they are buffed. So yeah, you're gonna want to max upgrade that buff beam. There we go. Then I'm gonna place in this little tile here an ore stack. All the usual. And then an inferno trap here. This is where we're gonna sit with the gemstone. For the upgrades, it's 3 on the strength. Oh damn, I upgraded that reflect by mistake. There we go, 3 here. And 3 on the inferno. Like this. And then we're gonna wall this up. It's gonna be a 2D wall here, but honestly, I'm not even sure if it's necessary. This wall rarely takes any damage. If it does, it's usually like a ranged mob. Nothing to be too concerned about. Alright, 40U wall there. Another 40U wall here, come on. Just like this. 40U. You're gonna want to put a buff beam here. 40U, of course. This is 4, and then I go Inferno, Darkness. I don't run with the gas trap. If your stats are a little bit lower than mine, I would suggest a gas trap here instead. But with 6 DSTs pointing this way, I don't think the gens are going to be a problem, and sharks neither. So I'm going to go with tier 5 this buff beam, and usually I can do tier 4 this fire trap, but like we'll see since I've upgraded that reflect beam by mistake. 40 wall here and a 2D wall here. Usually I upgrade this wall a little bit because it tends to take a bit of damage, so 2 times. come on. And 2 times this wall too. Actually, I have enough for that Inferno upgrade. Alright, and then we're all set. I'm gonna switch to my Boost Monk. And you want to be buffing the aura stack plus that Inferno, so like this. Don't forget to tower boost right at the start of the wave so your Inferno trap can get that little bonus. I'm just gonna... Oh. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna reduce the volume a bit. There we go. So yeah, because the Inferno, it's like a snap, it's like a photo, like once it triggers, it's gonna like take into account the power and the rate of the Inferno trap. So even if your buff goes down or disappear, the Inferno is gonna keep the bonus during all the trigger time, so that's good to know. So from now here, it's pretty much just boosting stuff and making sure nothing too sneaky is messing with the build, but usually it's pretty fine. It's pretty AFK. I usually watch a movie or a TV series while I do this, so nothing to be too concerned about. We have 6 DSTs pointing this way and 2 pointing there for the copters, of course. The thing is, I'm leading this lane kind of alone because all the ogres, as you can see, while they're going to walk under the bridge and go to this side where they're going to get targeted by the 6 DSTs and the 2 fire towers. Right, like that. Alright, don't forget to repair your auras a couple of times. I have no more mana. Alright, this is pretty... Yeah, the copters aren't really an issue anymore with that many DSTs, but do remember that if you're in a group, there's no more copter limits like when you're playing solo. When you're playing solo, there's only 2 copters at the time on the map, and when you're in a group, that limitation is not there anymore, so you might have a little bit more copters, and in patch 1.1, the scaling for group is kind of a bit intense, so if you're playing in a group, I suggest the other players can either DPS, or I would suggest either buffing the tower stack with a speedy gemstone or an Apprentice boost or anything to help increase the DPS on those towers. Well, it's almost done. I'm just gonna go grab all the mana. I never tried just instant G'ing and without picking the mana, but perhaps it's gonna work. But for this one, I'm just gonna go pick up all the mana. Alright. You're supposed to have around 6k, so how are we doing? 3k, there's a 500 here. Alright. So yeah, this map is getting those 400 plus upgrades gear is pretty rare, but like it is possible. Usually it's like once every 4 or 5 run. So yeah, they might increase that in the next patch, but for now all you can do is farm this map. But hey, even if you don't get any, you can get a pretty good giraffe here, and well, you can also get pretty much a lot of gold here. So there we go. I'm gonna max upgrade the auras, pump another upgrade on that Inferno trap, and then the rest into towers. Alright, we still have enough mana. You're gonna want to keep a good chunk of... I keep 200, usually about 200, because we're not gonna pick up the mana for, during the next wave. We're gonna instant G. So yeah. Honestly, I just started running this map a lot because I was getting bored of all clap, so I decided to run a Act 3 map like Row Gardens. I could have done Survival Summit, but like that map is it requires a little bit more attention, and you can't really be totally AFK. And I prefer watching a movie and doing other stuff while farming in Dungeon Defender, so I opted for Royal Gardens. There's a lot of DUs, so you can pretty much chillax and just tower boost. I even tried without tower boosting, and it still works. Once you max upgrade those auras, you don't even need to repair them mid-wave. Well, if you have as much fortification. No, fortification was DD2 shard. Sorry about that. I forgot a tower health stat. If you have like, I think I have 4k. Perhaps you could go a bit lower, but like if you have more than 3.5k for fortify, you don't really need to repair the strength drain aura mid wave. But it does go a little bit faster if you tower boost. So I just like tower boosting. You could set up a macro if you want, but it's not really required. You're gonna want to watch out for this lane north here. If you get the random ogre there, just watch out for the lane. It might help, but like sometimes you get quite unlucky, and there's like a couple of copters ogre that fall like there, and they decide to walk to this wall instead, and like they might destroy the wall. So just watch out for that. It's pretty rare, but like it does happen. All right, we're almost done with the wave. There's going to be a bunch of wyverns coming from north at the end of the wave. So yeah, this time we got the ogre south. There we go, it's dead. And we're going to insta-G now without even picking up the mana. As you can see, the map has only been running for 10 minutes, so this is pretty quick. And do mind, I wasn't like building very fast. I was talking while I'm giving instructions. So usually you can, during the last wave, you can get like, you can clear the map in like 10 or 11 minutes if you're really quick. So of course, if you're in a group of, if you're doing this map in a group of 2 or more, if you decide to split the builders, it's even faster. Like someone can build all the apprentice stuff, someone else builds the walls, and someone, yeah, that's pretty much it. 2 builder would be ideal for this. Sometimes your DSTs are going to take a bit of damage, but that's usually because there's an ogre like under the bridge or something that's shooting his knot ball and it's hitting the bridge, and the splash damage is hitting the towers, but it's really nothing like just like this. But it's nothing really to be worried about, especially if you're running from wave 23. Even if you don't repair your towers, they're probably not going to be destroyed. Even if you're extremely unlucky like mine and your towers gets not ball a lot. I'm just gonna repair. You don't really need to repair the auras, but I'm just a bit OCD and I don't like seeing like a low health on auras. So we're almost done. 200 enemies left. There's an ogre over there. And the wyvern wave. Oh, there they are. There we go. The end. There you have it, guys. Royal Garden speedrun. And pretty terrible loot, of course, as expected. So yeah, if you're not talking like me and not paying attention, you can probably do this in like 11 minutes or even 10. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.